y'all, welcome back to another episode of Austin Underground. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jacob. On today's episode, we'll analyze Ice Spice's rise to fame, answer your burning questions, discuss South by Southwest, and play a game.
But first, let's roll the intro.
Bad Bunny is facing a $40 million lawsuit by an ex-girlfriend who alleges he used a voice recording of her uttering the now famous catchphrase, Bad Bunny Baby, without her legal authorization.
The lawsuit, filed by Carlis de la Cruz Hernandez in Puerto Rico, claims that she never legally agreed to use of her voice in any of his songs, live performances, radio, television, or any other form of media.
She claims that Bad Bunny's representative sent her a contract on May 5, 2022, the day before his record's official release, offering her $20,000 for the use of her voice. She denied this offer, but they still used her voice.
Sounds like a messy breakup. In other news, The Cure's Robert Smith has taken to Twitter his concerns over Ticketmaster fees. This derives from fan complaints about the fees collected by Ticketmaster during The Cure's verified fan sale.
Smith assured fans that he would communicate with Ticketmaster about these high fees and deliver refunds to fans. This is not the first time Ticketmaster faces critique over their unnecessary fees.
Ticketmaster is currently facing a Senate hearing, multiple lawsuits, and the unprecedented fraud it claims forced them to shut out legitimate ticket holders from a Bad Bunny concert in Mexico City.
Well, for my sake, I hope Ticketmaster figures everything out, because I'm looking forward to many concerts this year. Now, let's head over to Mia, who will discuss Ice Spice's distinct rise to fame.
Hey. So, who is Ice Spice? Ice Spice is a rapper from the Bronx. She's pretty big right now. I would say her career was launched by the song Munch after Drake played it on his radio station. Like, immediately after he played it, it became an internet sensation, partially because of its humorous lyrics, but also because it has a good beat. I would say it was, like, talked about on Twitter for, like, maybe months at a time. I think it has a very good start. It starts with, "They thought I was feeling you." It's such a strong lyric, so simple yet so catchy, and I think everyone's been there maybe one time. Some people just, like, said it kind of sounded like kind of sounded like a SpongeBob song, and what was her next song? It was called Bikini Bottom. She took the internet's jokes about her songs and made it into a new song where she actually sampled the SpongeBob theme song. I don't know, I just thought this was so funny. And again, she starts like a very strong intro lyric, which is, "How can I lose if I'm already chose?" That is literally the most powerful thing I've ever heard in my life. Every day I listen to it and I just feel uplifted and empowered and capable. Like, I swear, Ice Spice is like actually a visionary to me. In her EP that she released shortly after, she like maintains this like kind of uplifting vibe. All of her songs are very like just about like being capable and being strong. It sounds so silly because she's just like I don't know. She's just very lyrically intelligent. In another song in her EP called Princess Diana, it's like a direct reference again to like a joke made about her on the internet, which was that Ice Spice is our generation's Princess Diana, a joke that I myself have made. And in the song, she says, "In the hood, I'm like Princess Diana." She just like maintains the like, she's like tapped into the joke, even though like they're kind of laughing with her. She's like in it, and then she uses it to further her artistry, which I just think really shows how she's listening to her fans and also just able to like adapt it to her music and make it into something that's personal to her and like that the Munchkins or people in the Spice Cabinet, such as myself, can understand. Other interesting things about her is that she was born January 1st, 2000. I just think that's so interesting because like, she started the century. She's literally Y2K, and that's why she's so magical, and that's why she will never lose, and that's why she's chose. And I just think Ice Spice has a lot more to give to us, and I think she will very soon. She's definitely like working hard, and I think people really like her, and it's for a good reason. She makes me feel empowered, and I'm glad. But that's all I have. So thank you. Back to the host.
Ice Spice really is our generation's Princess Diana. Stay tuned after the commercial break to watch a fun game.
Now, let's head over to Emerson and Mia, who will compete over who knows the most female musicians.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
It's Women's History Month, so we're naming every woman.
Yeah.
Something like that. We're playing a game similar to categories. Basically, we're going to trade off trying to name a woman, a female artist, and whoever fails first is the ultimate loser. So let's go ahead. What do you want to start with? Like, female
Let's just
pop? Okay. What are you going to say?
Let's do female pop.
Okay, solid,
Okay.
solid. Okay. Ariana Grande.
Selena Gomez.
Taylor Swift. It's so much harder than it seems. There's so many.
Yes,
okay,
and my vote. Okay.
Okay, Ariana,
Okay.
Selena, Taylor. I don't even. Is the other Selena? Does she count as female pop? Is that
Selena Catania.
other Selena?
Okay, let's do the alphabetical one.
Okay, solid.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne.
Beyonce.
Carly Simon.
D.
Emerson Witherspoon.
But who comes up with a D? D.
Oh,
What's a female artist?
we're working together because that's what Women's History Month is all about, is supporting women. So now, I mean, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. There you go. Oh, the ultimate woman, like my queen, like our what, American queen? I don't know, Tennessee queen. Okay, we'll keep going.
E.
Who's on F? E. What's the one that did Bring Me to
Evermore.
Life?
Is it Evermore?
Something like that. I don't know. Apparently, we don't know our female artists. Evanescence. That's the one. Okay. Flo Milli.
Okay.
Gigi Hadid. She's a model. She doesn't make music. Gee.
G.
Gracie Abrams.
Gracie Abrams.
There we go.
Okay. H. Hannah Montana.
Oh, get it. I don't know the alphabet well enough to play this game. What comes after H? B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Ice Spice. Jordan Sorry, now I'm just going. No, I'm not
You're
good.
doing good. You're doing good.
Jordan
Wait, where
Huh?
are we going? Let it out.
Okay. Do we want to? Do we just call it the alphabet quits at
Yeah.
this point?
Yes.
Okay. We can do hip hop, rap, and R&B potentially.
Yes.
You've already named a bunch of those, but okay. Coco Jones, South by Special.
Oh wow. And B. Rihanna.
Chloe. Just Chloe. That's her.
Oh, Chloe
yeah.
Bailey. The
Yeah.
sisters?
I saw her South by.
I think you're the winner for this game.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, it's y'all. It's harder than it seems when you're on the spot.
My mind is just blank, and that's because we were.
But at the end of the day, there's so many great women artists, and although we can't name them all, like if we had the entire room, I don't know, we'd have like 20 each, right?
Yes.
30, 40, if you really thought about it. And go woman, right? Go woman. Thank y'all.
I'll admit a few of those names were unheard of to me. Now let's listen to Mia, Denna, Emerson, and Molly answer the questions our fans sent in.
Where's Molly? All right. Well, ask AU. You have some questions?
I do.
Thank you.
Signed and delivered.
All right.
All right. First question is opinion on musicians. Sorry, I forgot to read for a little second. Opinions on musicians saying they don't feel they belong to any genre.
Okay, so personally, I'm in a band called the Oliver Experiment, and that's kind of what we do. And sometimes I feel really pretentious doing it. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It feels like we're trying to be this breakthrough thing. That, not that we're not. I mean, we want to experiment.
Yeah, of
but
course. You should pride yourself on that.
but whenever I'm like, oh, we're noise rock, shoegaze, blah blah, people kind of look at me like, what?
Maybe you're not lying.
Maybe.
Maybe you are shoegaze and noise rock.
Maybe. What's your opinion?
I feel like I don't know. I'm really bad at putting people into genres myself. So if an artist were to say that, I would probably respect it. I think it's easy. Oh.
Oh, there she is. Welcome. Welcome to the panel.
I think it's easy to.
I was not told I was supposed to be on this. So sorry. What's the question?
Opinions on musicians saying they don't feel they belong to any genre, even when they do.
What were you guys saying?
I would say there's specific types of instruments, type of noise patterns that belong to specific, that just have categorize themselves into a genre. But I can understand why an artist would be oh, I'm a different genre. I just I think it's inevitable and impossible to be that's not what I am, even though some patterns in your music does resonate with one specific genre. Let's just go to the next question.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
What color was the dress?
Is this the blue or gold?
Yeah, throw it away. Because it's obvious. It's obvious.
It was
is
blue
and black.
Blue and black.
Yeah.
Also not music related, so
What is it? Let's see.
that was
Could be.
stupid too.
Are y'all slang? Yes. Thank you for
Every
asking.
day.
Okay, what
I
was the
try very
worst?
hard to slay.
What was the
What was the worst concert you've ever been to? I actually have a story.
Okay.
What
I'm
was it?
curious.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I can't think.
you can think. It's not that long of a story, but I was in New York and I was gonna see Alex G alone. And before Alex G, I did something in New York that is illegal, a substance, and I was chilling, but I was also nervous.
Good vibes.
And then I got there, and I got my ID taken away. But I wasn't gonna leave the concert because I was I already paid money for this. So I walked into the venue and he's already started. There's 500 people there. I'm just standing in the crowd alone, not in the best mindset. I'm just staring out to space wow. And then he's playing his sad music, crying and sobbing, and I'm just and that was it.
Great
It was
concert.
still a good concert, but my experience, my personal experience made it
I'm so sorry.
not fun. I was pretty
so sorry
sad.
about that. What was yours?
Worst concert I've never been to was Pink Panthers because I heard it from the outside, 8 people away from getting in, just sobbing.
That's a really good.
I mean, it wasn't her fault. I was devastated. And
I'm
Ice
so
Spice didn't
sorry.
show up, so And then everyone left.
not
Everyone's like,
disrespect the queen.
No,
I
no.
know. She
How about you?
is Y2K. No, but
Molly?
my worst, I don't know if I consider it the worst, but I feel like if I tell anyone, they're going to be like, yeah, that was like, wow. Like, the performance was good, but my first concert was Barry Manilow.
That's a meme in Empire Records.
Yep. And then my second concert ever was
That's what it
Donnie and Marie Osmond, which none of those people, your parents are freaking out
Were
right
you like
now,
6
trust
or
me.
you're like
Yeah.
6 that like rocking to Mandy by Barry Manilow?
Uh-huh. Yeah, because he
so
writes the
That's kind of epic if you
songs.
ask
No,
me.
you're kind of epic for knowing those names.
Yeah.
My
I'm not. I
third
don't know.
concert was Pentatonics, and I did pick that one.
Ooh.
So they were great experiences, but I don't know.
Wait, but acapella
Is it a
like
Christian
has
song?
something to it. Like I respect it in a sense.
This one is, who do you think you are, and what gives you the right?
That's
Also, hi. I wrote that
gosh.
question. and ideal
Molly.
wedding song.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Because I wrote that one.
Our questions were so different.
Sunday Kind of Love, maybe, by Ella Fitzgerald. I think my parents danced to that one, so I think it'd be sweet.
What's yours?
I actually don't know. I wrote the question,
You
but I
wrote
didn't
the
think about it.
question.
You go first.
I like. I like your answer. That was cute.
Yeah.
Can I steal it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank
I'll
you.
change
Okay,
it.
that's
You
like
and
a lack
Me
of-
by Penny and the Quarters. There you go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, cause like there's like many love songs I do cherish, but I feel like they don't have the wedding
Yeah.
vibe.
To yeah.
But like if I was going for like a wedding vibe, it'd be like Forever by like the Dippers. That one's really cute.
You're not
I
gonna-
think I would need something
yeah.
something like I don't know, like 60s vibes.
Nobody's getting down to cigarettes after sex at the, at
Yeah,
the wedding,
yeah.
you know?
Like I would need something like I don't know.
My parents' song was Wise Men, which is a classic.
My parents' song were
Oh,
Never
you
mind.
know, bad child,
I know Zeta's
bad
parents'
daughter.
wedding song was Harvest Moon. I do know that. Yeah, it's a good one. It is a
Respect.
good one, Zeta. Come on.
What is your all-time favorite song?
I have to say, like immediate 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. I have so many good memories.
Okay,
with
that's
that
a good song.
It's so
Cool.
solid.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
I would say like truly maybe like My Sweet Lord, the demo version, or I'll Try Anything Once by Julian Casablancas.
Nice. I like those. Mine is Crimson Clover. Do you want to crumble this one up?
I won't throw it. It
Oh,
was a good question.
what's up?
Oh, okay.
It was a good
Okay.
one.
Cherish it.
We did weddings. You know, you can always cry at weddings and funerals. What song do you want to play at your funeral? R.I.P.
Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah, the Clash. It's gonna be a party, a celebration.
Do you know yours?
Tequila.
Maybe My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if I'm getting like super dramatic, We'll Let You Know by Morrissey, or even more dramatic, You and Whose Army by Radiohead.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I hadn't thought out, honestly. I've thought about it, yeah.
For like The Funeral by
Oh.
Band of Horses, literally.
Oh, come on.
I know,
That's
it's
too on the
cheesy,
nose.
it's cheesy, it's cheesy.
People at my funeral would be like, damn,
They'd be like,
so corny.
lame.
Is there such thing as a bad genre? If so, what is the worst? What?
I mean, some might say hyperpop is bad, but I get down to it every
Okay,
single day.
that's
so
true.
I guess it's really subjective.
It is subjective. I don't think there's such thing as a worst genre, or as a bad genre, but like, I personally don't like care for like absurd noise rock. Like I know,
Fair.
like sometimes it could be like I can enjoy it, but sometimes it's like I don't know, like it's just not as good. But I hope we answered all your questions. I wish I remembered my parents' wedding song, but I don't.
Shout out. Mia's
Shout out mom and dad.
Shout out mom and dad. And
Back to the host.
back to the host. Bye, guys.
Those questions were great. After this commercial break, we'll share with you our South by Southwest experiences.
Anastasia, Sarah, Caitlin, and Daniel will discuss what they thought of this year's South by Southwest performances.
Hey guys!
Hello.
So we were part of the crew that went to South by. It was a week.
It was a lot. It was one of the most exhausting weeks of my entire life.
No, that's
Yeah.
for sure. My feet hurt every single day. My shoulders hurt. Caitlin's shins hurt.
Yeah, I got shin splints. No biggie.
It's kind of insane how South by becomes your whole week, and like I didn't think about school once. My parents, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just pure, just concert, walking downtown, driving buses, rain,
Yes.
everything you
Yeah.
can imagine.
Like, it completely consumes you. I forgot about everything, how
Yeah.
you did. It's just completely insane. And then when it's over, you, like, come back to reality, and you have to, like,
Yeah.
deal with everything that you neglected for, like,
For
a
the
week.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's talk about some of the good,
Yeah.
some of the concerts, showcases. What did you guys like?
Nastasia and I went to go see a bit of Blonde Shell. She was good. She had like a fan in front of her microphone, so her hair was blowing back like an early 2000s like music video, which I thought was cool. And then we went to go see the Oracle Sisters, Georgia Lines, and Milk, and we didn't see the whole showcase, but we saw part of it, and I really liked them. I thought the artists like worked well together. I thought the crowds were really good. I really liked Esther Foley's, which was
The comedy club.
the
Yeah.
comedy
Really cool.
club.
Really cool.
They all put on phenomenal performances. I had a really fun time.
I want to talk a little bit about Oracle Sisters because
Okay.
I had never heard them before. I had no idea who they were, and then like a week before South by, Nastasia told me you're interviewing Oracle Sisters. So I started listening to their music, and I just completely fell in love with their stuff. And getting to see them perform live was like super cool. They were amazing, and I saw them right after I interviewed them. So it's just cool, like just seeing people that you just talk to perform. I had never experienced that, and even one of the band members came and tapped me on the shoulder after the show, which I thought was super cool, and that like made my week. It was amazing.
So y'all are best friends now.
Yeah, we're
like,
buddies.
That's what I'm
We're tight,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm expecting like play date announcements.
Oh yeah,
something.
we're texting right now. Yeah.
And I really I saw Voxtrot, and I also had interviewed Ramesh from Voxtrot before seeing them. This was my second time seeing Voxtrot, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I was really stoked because I love this band. This is like one of my favorite bands. So it was really cool just to talk to him. I honestly didn't think it would happen. We had some like issues with the scheduling and with the weather that day, but it ended up working out, and their performance was amazing as always. You saw it as well.
Yeah.
What did you think about the show?
I had never heard any Voxtrot before. I was expecting them to be more indie, but they were definitely like on Google it says indie rock, and they were leaning definitely more towards the rock, which I wasn't expecting. And I was really pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it, especially since like they were dedicating the show to Austin, and they were talking about how much they love playing here, and like you would have never guessed that they broke up for 12 years.
Yeah, they are a local Austin band.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, they broke up for 12 years and then got back together, and they're making a new
Wow.
album, which is really interesting, and they have a really cool story, which is kind of why I like the band so much.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's really
Yeah.
cool stuff. But what happened that was frustrating, because not everything was sunshine and rainbows,
Yeah.
especially not the sunshine. So
Yeah.
A lot of
There-
rain.
Yeah, there was one night in particular, we got an interview rained out, so we couldn't go to that. And then Nastasia and I, we were waiting for the bus. We could see the lightning in the sky.
we were like, oh, pretty.
Pretty
That's so
lightning.
cool.
And then we almost missed our bus, but luckily the bus driver let us on. And right as we were pulling up to the stop where we had to get off, it was just torrential downpour. And the bus driver was like, do y'all have an umbrella? So he gave us newspaper to like cover our head, and it was,
He's like unfolding the newspaper, putting it on my head. He's like, you girls better go. Like,
y'all better sprint through the rain. And we made it most of the way to Nastasia's apartment, but we did have to call Daniel to come and
Yeah.
save us.
Yeah.
Yeah, halfway I was like, I can't do this.
We were
I don't know what to do.
drenched.
I was like, who do I call right now? Like, where do we
Yeah.
go? So we found like this little garage. I called Daniel because I figured that you were with everybody else.
Meanwhile,
so I was like,
while all of this is happening, I am with Liv,
Yeah.
Molly, and Zeta trying to do another interview, which we're completely getting set up. They're not answering our emails. We have no idea what's happening. And then we just see the lightning just start going crazy in the sky. and then it starts raining. We're just sprinting to our car. We're all soaked. We all get in the car, and then that's when you guys call us, and then I have to go pick them up. So it's like 7 of us in one little Subaru, all soaked. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah, like the most soaked I had ever been.
Yeah.
And I was terrified
Yeah.
for my camera, but thank God it's fine. And then the next day.
Yeah, the next day, it just got better and better. 'Cause the next day, I wake up and I check my SD card on my camera, just as you do, and it doesn't work. There's no footage. It says the error, whatever. And then you call me, and you tell me that the same exact thing is happening to your SD card, and your SD card nothing was there. It
Yeah.
was completely empty. So your SD card is gone. My SD card is gone. Caitlin has an interview in like 30 minutes that we
Yeah.
have to go to.
And then we've
Yeah.
lost 3 interviews from 2 SD cards
Yeah.
that we were using, and then like hours worth of photos. So I'm like freaking out because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like this was so much, and then it happened to yours too, so we can't save anything. So then we're like, well, what do we do? So we go and buy new SD cards, go to her interview. That ends up being fine, and then
Yeah.
we are able to restore some of what we had. So it kind of turned out okay in the end, but it was like an insane process.
Yeah,
But-
it was kind of hard to get everything back, but we
Yeah,
did. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Floodlights for pushing the interview.
Yeah,
I
for
told them we
real.
were having camera problems, and they were like, we can push it like an hour, which really really saved us. So shout out to them. Y'all are amazing.
They were super cool.
Yeah, they were really cool.
So all the artists, honestly, that we interviewed,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
a lot of range. We had the help were like super interesting, kind of weird people, but they were super cool. Everyone was just super nice to us, at least for me. I don't know.
Yeah. I loved all of my interviews. We Don't Ride Llamas was super fun. Milk was fun. I thought I had a good time overall.
Yeah, all the people I interviewed, I genuinely really liked. So it was a great experience overall, despite the few mishaps. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay,
all right, that's
back
it
to
for
the
us.
host.
Well, I'm really glad they enjoyed their South by Southwest experience. I know I did.
I agree. We like to start recognizing some of our volunteers who are always doing hard work here at AU. This week, our member of the week is Melissa.
Oh my gosh, that's me, guys.
Thanks for everything you do, Melissa. As always, make sure to check out our social media and website for more content.
We'll see you next week.